And he's going to be looking to beat the meat that is the face of Nelson.
Beat Nelson.
No grab rope, okay? Strong on fight. Okay.
And these are two very strong fighters. A nice sign of respect, a show of respect.
Very strong.
Here we go. Japan versus Brazil. Nelson in the dark blue. Masa Ahondara in the green with the gold trim. His Iron Chef colors. Oh, starts off with a head kick. Do not blink. This could go. It could go a minute. It could go the distance. We don't know. These two fighters just have so much in the tank. And they're willing to give their all to make it to the next round. And you gotta wonder, Ken, the medal might be tested of the winner more than any of the other fighters here tonight. It might give a really strong advantage to whoever wins this. A nice check of the kick by Nelson.
Keep angling.
Good combination. Left hook followed by the left body kick. Of course. Now, Ken, I know your diet isn't that good, but have you been trying some of the food here in Japan? I mean, you're here on a regular basis now. You just basically kind of just find whatever you can and just shove it down your gullet.
First off, my diet is fantastic. It's very protein based, but it is good for you. And yes, I've been trying a lot of the food here, like hockey, is that what they call it?
Yes, well, that's a bit of a candy or a cookie kind of thing.
And the ramune. It's like a soda. I've had that. And the stuff they call.
I have no idea what that is.
Ramen. That is
so you had noodles. Yeah. You had. Well, there are lots of ramen restaurants that you can find in Japan.
Oh, they have restaurants with that stuff? I just buy like the packages.
Nice.
Well, of course you can actually get the real stuff and.
What do you mean real stuff?
That doesn't. Oh boy. Well, nonetheless, here's Iron Chef, former Iron Chef Masa Ahondara, bringing down an iron fist. Oh, and an elbow! Just absolutely bludgeons Nelson. And you gotta wonder how many judges, how many critics that he was picturing Nelson when he was dropping those blows.
No kidding.
So many bad reviews of his restaurant that are just the aggression coming out.
Are those restaurants closed now?
Oh, I think most of them are.
There you go, nice.
I know he was hired as the head chef to Mr. Danger Steak,
5 minutes,
which was a big steakhouse in the 90s.
It was delicious. Probably wasn't though.
It probably wasn't if he was cooking there.
But he's an Iron Chef though. Did he just like kind of have a fall from grace or?
Well, I think once he left the Iron Chef position, it kind of all went to hell.
Stop caring. That always happens with chefs.
That's basically what happens. Used to be a top. Oh, and he's bludgeoning again, just tenderizing the face of Nelson, who is scrambling. Moves to side mount, does Nelson, who's returning the favor just a bit. Looks like he's kind of cut the eye of Masa Ahondara. And again, Ahondara dominating this one so far. Takes the mount. And again, yeah, just this fall from grace, I guess, just repurposed himself as a fighter, but keeps his chef roots.
3 minutes left in the
Not
match.
ashamed of his past, no matter what. And says he dreams of working again as a steakhouse where they give out jackets.
That'd be lovely.
Says it's a brilliant idea. He says he's never heard of it before. He says it's got to be the first person to ever come up with that idea.
That is a great idea.
Yeah. He said they'd have a contest if you ate like a steak so big, you get a free jacket with the name of the steakhouse on the back of it.
I'd love to try that.
There'd be free clothing for eating a lot of meat.
Man, I could do that.
Steak, we mean.
Oh.
And Nelson trying to make something happen, but he's been just all the energy sucked out of Nelson.
I can do that.
Again, we haven't seen him being dominated like this in any of his first fights. In KUMITE, this is probably the toughest of his opponents. And he's been really ground into the mat by Masa Ahondara. Again, he was talking to Masa Ahondara, was asking him about what made the transition from chef to fighter easily done, and he says, well, I've abused so many of my sous chefs and my line cooks
Oh, wow.
that it just made it easy. I just imagined that one of them screwed up a souffle.
Gets that back, you fight that 2-on-1. If he gets that body lock,
Just
you
one
gotta fight it
after
off.
that, huh?
Or perhaps put the wrong type of fish oil in some sort of a dish.
Shit in the plate.
Well, that would certainly warrant a beating.
Openly shit on the plate.
Got it all day long.
I don't think there's any sort of cuisine in the world that would allow that to happen.
Oh, you've never been to some third world places.
No, I haven't, Ken.
Tajikistan.
That's-
Shit is a delicacy there.
In Tajikistan.
Yes.
That's good to know. I'll be sure we'll...
Frozen turds. Turds in the way.
Well, in that first round, it looked like Nelson was eating a lot of shit.
That's close.
Seconds out.
Basically, the fists of Masa Ahondara.
What if that's how the nursery rhyme went? With her turds in the way. Alexia was fighting that shit down the side.
That cut is nothing, okay?
Ken, you're a sick puppy. You're a strange young man.
Kick to the liver.
But here we go, second round, 5 minutes to sprint following the marathon. And here comes Nelson.
They're
Nelson
throwing
back.
bombs here. Not literally, of course. That'd be bad.
They're looking for that big knockout blow. They don't want to go to a decision. They want to finish these fights. Give the fans something to really scream about.
Watch him trying to
Nice
finish
push
it.
kick by Ahondara, using that longer reach. And he's really stalking Nelson. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Dives in with a left hook. Catches him off guard. And drops him again.
Oh, this may be
my
it.
goodness.
Oh!
Oh, field goal! Through the uprights! Masa Ahondara nails the conversion of 2 points! And Nelson might have to count his teeth!
Oh, he may have ate him. That may have been his meal. Oh.
Well, the secret ingredient is a kick to the face! And Masa Ahondara sends Nelson to dreamland. Now look at the way the leg just lands. He is out cold. My goodness. Ken, that has to be one of the most brutal knockouts we've seen in all of KUMITE.
I will agree with that by far.
What a massive victory for Masa Ahondara. And I don't want to be the person who has to face him in the quarterfinals.
No kidding. Good lord.